Okay, today is Sunday, February the 22nd, and this is Janet Drake, and she's going to be explaining her garden.
Okay, well, I have one little section of the forest that I am naming Dragonfly Forest, and I'm going to create special little places over here. And the first thing I want to show you is my deer fence. When we first moved up here to the mountain, a friend of mine told me that fishing line at 30 inches above the ground will keep deers out, and it does. They can't see it, they bump into it, and it scares them to death, and they run away. So in 2.5 years, I haven't had one deer in my garden.
Okay, I'm convinced.
I'm trying to plant as many native plants as I can, but I'm planting some plants from the nursery, because I want to get some privacy going over here. Our neighbors, this is on our west property line, this little garden. Okay, well, this area up here, we mounted the hooks for a giant hammock. And Vaughn and I don't have time to rest, so we never use it, but the kids love it, and our friends love it.
We must not be friends because we've never seen it.
Well, you only come in the winter. You're busy boating in the summer. Okay, we had a bunch of cottonwood on our property, which doesn't burn very well, so Vaughn chopped it up, and we used our cottonwood quarter rounds to line the trail.
That's what I want you to do for me, honey. Chop up some cottonwood.
Okay, honey, but we're not filming you right now, so.
So anyway, over in this area, I've planted some things that will grow pretty tall, so we won't be able to see our house and our property either. So when we're in Dragonfly Forest, it will be like a secret place.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. We got a path here.
And in February, you can't tell, but all of these things along here that look like weeds are natural plants, and they're all plants that have berries. I'm trying to plant things that will attract birds. So I have cranberries and gooseberries and currants and things like that.
Sounds like you'll have bears too. They like berries.
Oh, that could be. And throughout Dragonfly Forest, I'm going to create little places for fairies and gnomes. And our little 4-year-old granddaughter Isabella has already started enjoying this little fairy house.
Hey.
And in the summer, there's flowers, wildflowers, all around the top of the stump. And my sweet husband, Vaughn, who you met a minute ago, brought water all the way from the house down into the forest, and he gave me 2 faucets, one here and one at the trailhead leading to Dragonfly Forest.
Wow. Well, that's pretty neat.
And so this is the exit for Dragonfly Forest.
Okay, does this...
And when I'm gardening and we have company, I take the fishing line. My hands aren't working very well. I take the fishing line down so that we have an open gate.
All of these are not.
Does this conclude our
Except for
tour?
the trail. Just take a little view of our trail and the handrail that Vaughn built out of alder saplings.
Here's the handrail that Vaughn built.
Yeah. And more quarter rounds to line the trail.
Look at that. Isn't that neat?
And over near the trailhead, he built a bridge, a footbridge over a little
These are alder and alder.
gully that could be a little dry creek bed, but I'm going to put,
But all of those, you can't
what do
really
you
see
call
on
those
there.
guys
There's
that
a
Billy
lot
Goat
of
gruff?
leaves on them, but all of those
I'm going to
trees
put
on them.
those guys that stay under the bridge and scare kids. I'm going to put a couple of those under there. Set them up in housekeeping.
Cool.
So,
So when I come up in April, you'll help me cut them?
yeah.
And
Cut them for this.
a friend of mine in my garden club gave me about 20 Japanese maples, and I've planted those all along this side. So
Hey.
when they grow,
Wow.
then we will have a covered trail, and in the fall it will be gorgeously orange and red and yellow.
So when all this gets all grown up and everything, you have your garden, then you can put a toll booth right here.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going across the bridge.
Bud, did you notice? Okay, this is the end of the tour.
This concludes.
Amazing thing before you end. These trees right here are called Korean fir. And I saw them when I was in Sweden and I had to have some. They're just like fir trees, but the pine cones are about this big and they're purple and they stand on the top of the branch straight up like a candle. And I can't wait till they grow and I have some of my own purple pine cones.
Wow.
The end.
This concludes our tour of the
Dragonfly Forest.